Hi, I'm Sophia01, interviewing my mom, who's a nurse. And can you explain your profession, please?
Yes, I am a registered nurse. I work at Northside Forsyth in Cumming, Georgia. And I work in the cardiac catheterization area where they do heart caths on patients. And I work 12-hour shifts, 3 days one week and 2 days the next week. And that's what I'm doing right now.
And what educational background is needed in order to perform this profession?
I have a bachelor's of science in nursing that I have, but there are different degrees of nurses. There's diploma degree and there's associate degree. So there's different levels of nursing that you can get into.
And do you speak Spanish in your job? When? And if not, would you use it if you could speak it?
Un poquito. I would speak it if I could speak Spanish better. I would. You know, I don't really speak Spanish. I did take a little Spanish, and it'd be nice. I would like to be able to communicate better with my patients that are Hispanic.
And would the use of Spanish in your profession benefit your business? How?
Yes, I think it would. It would help in better taking care of patients and their family members.
And do you distribute information about your profession in Spanish?
We do have some pamphlets, and I don't have any with me to show you, but we do have some pamphlets that are for heart catheterization and for angioplasties and stents that are all Spanish.
And if you spoke Spanish, what does a profession exist in a Spanish-speaking country? And would you ever consider doing that?
Yes, you know, people can be nurses all over the world, and I would consider another country, but you know, my life right now is raising my 4 daughters, and my job has me here. But later, that would maybe be nice.
And if your profession allowed a stipend for bilingual employees, would you be willing to learn Spanish and use it? And how much of a stipend would you want in order to pique your interest?
Yes, I would be willing to learn Spanish, and especially if they would pay for the time to do it. It would be crazy not to do it, I feel like. And I would do it, and I don't know exactly what the stipend I would charge on that, but you know, it would be wonderful if it were like 15% even.
And have you ever traveled outside the U.S., and where? Did you have any encounters in which it would benefit you to speak another language? Like what language too?
Yes, I have traveled out of the United States. I've particularly, I'm thinking of a time when I was in Italy, in Milan, Italy, and no one could speak English at all, and I was wishing I could speak Italian. But if I had to pick a language, I probably would pick Spanish. I think more people in the world speak Spanish than Italian. So.
And in your opinion, what holds people back from learning another language? And at what point do you feel that learning a new language is a priority?
Time probably holds people back from learning another language, and just people not pushing themselves, you know, to do more. Everybody gets kind of, it's just something that you have to put energy into, and people don't want to do it. But what was the last part of that?
And at what point do you feel that learning a new language is a priority?
I think it should be a priority. I think it really should be a priority when kids are in elementary school, and they should push it, and it should be something like required in college almost for people to minor in. I mean, I think it's that big of a deal, and it's a shame that more Americans don't speak more languages.
And did you take a foreign language in high school? Which language, and what do you remember from that class?
I took Spanish in high school, and I remember my teacher. I remember the times we'd have our Spanish parties, and we'd have Spanish foods. that were good, but you know, it was basic Spanish, and I kind of quit doing it, and then I forgot most of my Spanish.
And if you had to go back and take that class again now, do you think you would approach it differently? And how would you approach it?
I would be more studious, and I would try to push myself to go further in college. That's what I would do different.
Okay, thank you.